Greetings everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed here and welcome back to Igrasil office in bloody Chronicles. We've just visited a museum of many mystery, myths and origins. But it's all good because we have Suzumi with us.
Welcome back.
Hello!
Yo, what's up?
Howdy. Hey.
That's all? Really? Just... hey.
I shrugged. We're fine if you must know.
Ugh.
Yeah, Kazuki does not show enthusiasm at all.
So, where were you guys? Yeah, I'm curious to know where you guys went to. You were gone for quite a while.
We went to the National Museum of Utna. Their mouths fell open. All three of them stared back at us with shock etched on their faces. I guess they weren't expecting that. What, did a ghost just fly by or something? Why are you guys so shocked?
We're just surprised to hear that, that's all.
They all turned to look at me. Really? Are you surprised that we went to the museum? Or just that I went to the museum?
The second, of course. I'm surprised about both.
Yep. Ugh. I sat in my seat at my desk without looking at them.
I can't believe that you get to go to the museum while we have to slave away here. It's so unfair.
You know, it's not just any old museum. We did learn a few things.
Seriously, big bro. You're not in any position to say that. You didn't do much.
Hey, it's not my fault. The police didn't have any intel for me.
Well, you could have helped us with our work instead.
Yep, instead of bragging about how much intel you got. Or how little.
Yeah, well, I just didn't want to bother you guys.
Well then.
Yeah, right?
Okay, enough of your bickering, you two. For your information, we didn't go there to have fun. We went there to do some research.
Research? What kind of research?
You went to the museum for research? Why not the library?
Does it have something to do with the Phantom case?
Don't worry, I will tell you everything. Oh god, just stick to the important details, else we'll be stuck here until midnight. Yes, I know. As soon Suzumi delvages to them about our time at the museum. From the Shanto beliefs to the tragic story pertaining to Izanagai and Izanami's inhumane fate.
Wow! That's an amazing story! Do you guys really believe that the Phantom is one of these gods?
He said that the Phantom believes he's the reincarnation of one of those gods. Not that he's one of them. Yeah, big bro. It's just like how you believe that you're a good detective.
It's only mythical.
Hey, I'm not a good detective. I'm an amazing detective.
Great. Yeah, sure. But first, you need to work on your listening skills. Anyhow, getting back to the topic, in Shintoism, there is no written rule that states how a god can return to heaven.
So we won't be able to figure out what the Phantom is planning then.
True. However, we think that the Phantom may be pretending to be a Xanaguide.
That could be true. After all, he's the only god who would have the chance to return there.
Exactly.
Or maybe he's Izanagi's reincarnation.
Yeah, no.
So why do you think that the Phantom could be one of the Shinto gods?
Well, it was Suzumi's idea. Hey, it's not my idea. It's only a suggestion. Whatever.
Is it because Shinto is the predominant religion in Ascaria?
You could say that. I just figured it was worth looking into it.
So there's still a possibility that he's not a god derived from Shintoism?
Yes, there are still numerous other possibilities to consider after all.
Suzumi's right. Still, I love where we're going with this. It's awesome.
I swear the sound settings changed since the last episode automatically. I'll just turn this down a notch. Oh, it's the sound I changed, not the music.
You only love it because it involves reincarnation and stuff like that.
Hey, that is not true. That is in theory, yes, but it also involves gods.
Anyway, if only we could figure out which god these symbols are linked to.
And how it's all related.
Yeah, it would help us a great detail. Speaking of symbols, I direct my attention to Aki.
Oh, about that, we may have found something. However, it doesn't have anything to do with Shintoism, which is why I wanted to make sure if Suzumi's take on the matter was merely a hunch or something more.
What? You guys found something?
Weren't you here? How did you not know that until now?
Well, I was at the police station and...
You came back with nothing.
And you didn't offer to help us with the work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah? Well, you guys didn't ask me for help.
It should have been just automatic that you offered your help to them. Okay, we all Akito is an ass. There's no need to argue that any further. Let's get back on topic. What did you guys find out?
Hey, now that is a rude thing to say.
We just ignored him. There are far more important issues at hand now. How are you sure it's not related to Shintoism?
We found out what these symbols have in common.
Oh, really? What is it? Seriously, if that's the case, then this is one of the best days ever. It's like on our side today.
We're still not 100% sure yet, but I do think we're on the right track. Everything matches up.
And it's related to God, too.
Jeez, just tell us already. All this suspense is killing me.
Now who's the one who's impatient?
It's the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit.
Amen. We'll stare at Aki in silence while dying to know the rest of it. Well, explain what it means, Aki.
Can you be more specific here, sis? What is that exactly?
Jeez, big bro. You were here. Plus, you should know what that is.
And why should I?
Because it's from the Christian religion.
Oh.
Something like faith, hope, and love. Or something along those lines.
No. Those are the 3 divine virtues.
What? 3 divine virtues? I think Asuka mentioned something about that before. I stared blankly at Akito.
Well, they're often represented as doves in medieval texts and such.
Oh, doves, right. Doves were a flame spirit or something like that, right?
That's right.
Okay, and?
The 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit are wisdom, understanding, counsel, also referred to as the right judgment, fortitude or courage, knowledge, piety, and fear of the Lord, wonder.
What? That's it? It's exactly what we've been searching for.
Yes, it matches perfectly. The Phantom is picking his victims according to these virtues.
Yes, that's what we think he is doing.
You think? It's definitely what he's doing. No question about it.
Yeah, but we've got to find out the others. Indeed. Excellent work on finding out that, Carlo and Aki.
Thank you. Although most of the credit goes to Aki. She did most of the work.
We all turned to look at Aki. It made her blush.
Oh, don't say that, Kaoru. We did the work together.
As a team.
It's true. Don't be so modest about it, Aki.
Yeah, sis. You totally deserve the credit.
Thank you, guys.
Nah. So if we're going according to these virtues, then the next victim will be someone who possesses a deep sense of piety. Yes.
It could be a priest.
Or it could be someone who's just really religious. Okay, the problem is, how do we stop him? I mean, we can't exactly protect every single priest or monk out there.
That's so true. Man, this sucks.
We still have to figure out if the previous victims knew the Phantom personally or not.
We did that already, remember? We just can't seem to find any connection for Lee and Ernest.
Yes. They didn't even attend the same school or anything.
Yikes. Perhaps they were introduced through a friend.
Yeah, we already tried that. We got nothing.
Ugh. I can't believe this. We're so close to solving this case, yet we're hit with an obstacle that just puts us on a dead end and our tracks every single time. Come on, Kazuki, think. There has to be something. Oh wait, Aki,
Yes?
you said that the virtues are from Christianity, right?
Yep.
So maybe we should be focusing on Christian beliefs for now.
We're still considering it. The problem is, Christianity is all about believing in one true God. There's
Yeah.
no minor gods.
There's also Jesus, God's son.
Oh, right.
So maybe he thinks he's Jesus Christ.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because he died for us. Jesus Christ never did anything bad. I don't think the Phantom would want to be a god that's practically a saint.
Oh, true. Good point, sis.
He gives Aki a thumbs up.
Oh, big bro.
Then why is he acting according to the 7 virtues? Maybe it's not related to Christianity. After all, a lot of the religions share the same beliefs. It's very
Or
possible.
maybe this God is the true God that created everything.
What do you mean?
There isn't much about him, just like in all other religions around the world. It just says he created everything.
So, Phantom is aiming to be that god?
Seems like it. I lean back in my chair and cross my arms. Now that is perfect. We just narrowed our search from Christianity to all religions. Jeez, why do you have to be so sarcastic? Need I remind you guys that we discovered the meaning behind those symbols? That's something. Yeah, I know we did. It's just...
The Phantom is close to finishing his work.
We all exchange apprehensive looks with each other. It's a depressing thought. Furthermore, it means we will be seeing 2 more victims before then, unless we can stop him before he commits them. I wonder what he will do afterwards. Will he stop killing altogether?
I don't know. I still don't understand how doing this will make him into a god.
Yeah, me too.
What if this is only the beginning?
Maybe he thinks by killing them he can take those virtues or something.
We'll turn to look at Akito.
What? Did I say something wrong again?
No!
You're so cute, big bro. So you do know that you tend to say the wrong things.
Just not this time around. He actually said something productive for once.
I know, that's a good theory, Akito.
Yes, I know, of course.
Yeah, that is a good theory. So let's suppose that Akito's right about this. That he has actually attempted to collect these gifts, virtues, whatever you want to call them, in order to regain his...
Heavenly grace?
Exactly. It's just like that old man
So
said.
does that mean it has something to do with Shintoism after all?
Let's just put it in this point. There's no single religion that he's adhering to. I believe the Phantom is combining beliefs from multiple religions.
True.
Yeah?
They all bear the same beliefs when you think about it.
Yep.
So maybe...
Hey guys,
Yeah? We'll look at
I
Aki.
think we missed something important.
What are you talking about?
Maybe the Phantom isn't really trying to be a god. Maybe he's doing this for a different reason.
Why do you think that, Aki?
Well, a god is someone that symbolizes purity and goodness, right? A god is someone who created the universe that we live in. The mountains, lands, oceans, rivers, animals, and us, the people. He created life.
And?
Well, Izanagi is an exception to this rule. He committed a sin by abandoning his wife. He's by far a virtuous god, in my opinion.
He's by far not a virtuous god. Okay. And he pretty much chopped his own son too.
There are also plenty of gods that symbolize
Yep.
evil, too. Hades is a good example of one.
Yeah, not all gods are good, you know, Aki.
Yes, I know. But what if the Phantom is doing this to mock the god? And I mean the one true god that created everything.
Mocking God? Interesting, go on.
We all accept the thought that there is only one god that created everything.
Yeah, more or
So
less.
from him came all the minor gods, from all the different religions. And all of them, more or less, have access to the heaven, or are just gods here on earth. So,
Are you trying to say that he might be someone who was banished from the heaven? And because of that, he's killing them because, like he said, a part of God is in every one of us?
yes, precisely. Maybe this is his way of mocking the god and gaining their
Grace.
But why? To get back to heaven?
To surpass the god, like Lucifer.
Exactly.
What? Lucifer? You mean the devil?
Yeah. Yeah, just like Aki pointed out, he is mocking God, right? And what could be a reason for that?
I don't know. Different opinion?
Why am I even asking him?
He just said that. Because he was once in heaven.
Huh?
Seriously, big bro?
Have you not been catching on, bro?
What?
Bro. Lucifer didn't like what the god was doing.
And so he was banished from the heaven.
Oh, right. Now I remember.
Yeah, honestly doubt that.
Well, that would explain why he was killing them.
To mock him and get virtues to surpass him.
Oh, so basically he is a crybaby that was thrown away from the heavens and now he's looking for revenge?
Yeah.
Exactly like that, bro.
Dang. But this just complicates things even more.
I know. I'm sorry. But I think we should consider this as well, don't you think?
Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom thinks of himself as Susanoo. The Storm deity. Suddenly I remember what the old man told us about Susanoo. Izanagi actually forced Susanoo to leave heaven.
Oh, was he also forced to leave heaven?
Yeah, by Izanagi's order.
Yes. I thought there might be more entities that were cast away.
Yes, but does anyone actually know anything about Susanoo? What's his backstory?
think he was,
He was the god of the sea and storms. According to Beyond Man, Sazano was born from Izanagi's nose. What else? I looked to the others to see if they have anything else to add. Bill shrugged in return. I guess we'll have to do some research on him. Yeah, unfortunately, not only him.
True, and most of all, we should find a connection between those virtues.
But those murder might be just used to mock the god and gain grace.
So there might be no connection between them and who the Phantom believes he is.
Yes.
Now that will be really hard to determine who he is then.
So, to sum it up, we're looking for someone who considers himself to be some minor god or someone who was cast away from heaven, correct?
Yep. Plus, he believes that by collecting these virtues from his victims, he can become a god himself.
And surpass him, actually.
Yes. And when he gains his heavenly grace back, he will be able to enter heaven again.
Ugh, he really is messed up.
Definitely. But you gotta give it to the guy. He sure is dedicated to his cause.
His cause?
Of course he is. He truly believes that he's a god. He's deranged.
Yeah.
So you agree with us, big bro? It's way better than your ghost theory, huh?
Hey, it could happen. Plus, you gotta admit, it would be cool to see that.
Oh god, I think I've had enough of this. Can we go home now? Yes, I think we're done for today.
Hey, wait! What about me? You didn't ask if I found anything.
Oh fine, did you find anything out today, Mr. Ghostbuster?
Well, no.
Meeting's adjourned. Why did I even bother to ask? Because it's a polite thing to do. But we already know you had nothing. Aki said that herself, right from the start. Okay, it's the police that I didn't... No, it's the police that didn't tell you anything. Is that better?
Much better.
Ugh. That doesn't make you look any better, you know?
What is with all of you today? So much hate. I'm done talking to you guys.
Idiot!
Wow. Oh, that reminds me. What is it? Akito said the police didn't have any intel for him. However, Michiko told us that she had some files for us, remember? You're right. She did say that.
Guys?
Do you think the police is withholding information from us?
Yeah?
It would be awful if they are.
I don't know, to be honest.
Guys.
What is it? What?
Michiko wasn't there when I visited the station.
What?
Yeah. Jasper said that she had some kind of emergency to attend to. General Koya
Whoa.
wasn't there either, so I couldn't ask him for the specifics. I did talk to one of the supervisors there, but unfortunately, he didn't know the details. This is why I said the police didn't have anything for me.
So you didn't see Michiko?
Yep, I didn't meet either of them.
And you chose to tell us this now?
Well, yeah.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. Michiko will probably contact us in a day or two with some news. We'll see. After all, she did say that the police didn't get much. Just tidbits of information regarding the previous crime scenes. Yeah, we shall see. Anyway, let's think about that tomorrow.
I wonder what it could be, though.
Yeah. Anyway, see you all tomorrow. So, another hard day at work has come to an end. Akito walks up to me as I exit the building.
Kazuki.
Could you give me a hand with something? Whoa, you're asking me for help? What do you need help with?
It's my car.
What's wrong with your car?
I need to replace the clutch, and I'll be able to do it faster if I have some help.
You know, I'm not really familiar with that kind of stuff. All you've got to do is hold the car up with a... I forgot what they're called now. It's like a jack or something. That allows the car to be lifted up so that you can replace the clutch.
Yeah, I know. But it'll take me forever if I do it alone. So what do you say?
We'll help him with his car. I don't see what the problem is. Even though they say nice guys finish last. It doesn't matter. This is all good. All questions. Help Akito with his car. Okay, I guess I could help you out.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just don't blame me if anything breaks.
Nothing will break. Everything will be just fine.
Alright, where's your car?
It's at home, in the garage.
So, should we get Aki and head to your house now?
I need to get the replacement part first.
Oh, I have a feeling this is going to take a while.
Don't worry, it's not far from my place.
He smiles. It's like he can read my mind or something. Fine, let's go. Akito was telling the truth. It was really close by. We arrived back at his house in a matter of minutes. Something
I
wrong?
just realized that we forgot to change our clothes. Wait here. I think I have some spare clothes that we could use.
Ah. Oh yeah, even though our work uniforms have a strong resistance to dirt and such, it would be a bad idea to wear it while we're fixing the car.
Bad idea indeed. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Try those on. We're pretty close in height, so those should fit.
Yeah, these should be fine. A couple of minutes later, we're all set and dressed. I feel like a car mechanic or something.
You even look like one.
Yeah. What the heck? Well, who knows? Maybe I'll learn a thing or two about car mechanics through this. Yikers. Now, who am I kidding? These type of things bore me to death. Aw, I'm not interested in learning about cars. Still, I did offer to help him. I'll try my best. Although I may not have to do much, Akito seems to know what he's doing. Okay, so what do you want me to do?
Alright, first. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, what's
Hand me
next?
the monkey wrench.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Do you see the handle?
Yeah.
Okay,
Can you give it a push?
like this?
Yep.
That's good.
The point is to make it work, not make it look good.
Exactly. It's got a function. Hey, you can do both, right? Yeah, creative mind, huh? So, is it good?
I think so.
Does it function? What do we do next?
Hey, big bro. Mom said to take a break and come eat.
Yeah, okay.
In other words, dinner is ready.
Yep.
Did you hear a word I said?
Yeah, I want to finish fixing the car first.
Aki leaves us to our business.
Yeah, that should do it. Let's put the rest back together. Then we're done.
Good, because I'm starving.
Sorry, I should have asked if you wanted to eat something.
It's okay, I wasn't hungry earlier.
It's time to take a break, big bro.
Jeez, you're just like Mom, always nagging away at me. Give me a few.
Aki stomps up to him and hands him a plate of food.
Here, eat it.
What?
Eat it before it gets cold.
Fine. Thanks.
You're welcome. And here's your food, Kazuki.
No thanks, I don't need any.
Stomach says otherwise, Kazuki. It's saying, feed me.
That was embarrassing.
Eat it, Kazuki. My mom made it especially for you.
Okay, thank you. Aki, please thank your mum for me as well. Aki smiles in
Do
return.
you want something to drink?
Sure. Water, please.
Okay.
We finish our food and resume our work on the car. Aki decided to stay and observe us this time.
So, how's it going?
What?
You know, whatever you guys are trying to fix. Is it hard?
Oh, it's not that hard. Actually, you just need to remember which part goes where.
Alright, Kazuki, come help me with this. This is the last part, and then we're done.
Sure.
Okay. Careful. There. Perfect.
Phew.
You two look so funny.
How comes we look funny, huh?
Yeah, well, that's how a man typically looks after a hard day of work.
Yep.
Sure. Hey, maybe you guys should become a mechanic or something.
Nah.
You look so epic right now. You should go look at yourselves in the mirror.
Thanks. I look at Akito. Aki's right. He does look funny. I'm sure I do too.
Ugh, whatever, sis. Can you please leave?
Wow. Aki gives Akito an indulgent look and sticks out. Okay.
No.
Aww.
Anyway, we're done, so let's go change.
We still don't know if it works or not.
Don't jinx it, buddy. It should. Now get out, sis. We need to change.
It's not like I haven't seen you naked before, big bro.
Wow.
Kazuki needs to change too.
Oh, right. Well, I need to wash the dishes, so see you later, Kazuki.
Yeah, okay. See ya, Aki.
Okay, hop in, Kazuki.
Nah, I think I'll stay. It might blow.
Nonsense,
Wow.
cars don't blow up, man. Get in.
Yeah.
Okay, it might blow after all.
Are you joking or being serious about it? Because I can't tell.
Of course I'm joking.
Akito steps out of the car and opens the hood. You know what the problem is?
I'm looking. Ah, here's the problem. It's a serpentine belt.
I see. Akito does a little bit of a tweak, close the hood, and starts the engine again. The car starts without any weird rumbling noises this time.
See? It's perfectly safe.
Yeah.
Come on, let me drive you home.
Nah, it's okay. I can just walk home. It's not that far.
Come on, man. You helped me fix the clutch, so the least I can do is drive you home. Plus, I want to make sure it works properly.
Oh, so there's a chance that a glow might still blow up.
Yeah, and I don't want to die alone.
Wow, he smokes at me. Haha, very funny.
Here we are. Thanks for your help, buddy.
No problem. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
I told you it'd be easy. Well, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, take care now. I have a bad feeling about Mijiko. She hasn't returned on an emergency situation. We are... damn it, who's calling me at this hour? I grabbed my phone and checked the time. Are you kidding me? It's Suzumi. What does she want? What the heck? Do you know what time it is?
You're such a charmer with words, you know that, Kazuki?
Whatever, I'm going back to bed.
Hey! Wait, I have something important to tell you.
Do you now? Is it about the Phantom?
No, but
Then it can wait.
I'll come over and chop your balls off if you hang up on me.
Whoa, okay, yikes, now that is a really scary thought. Fine, what is it?
Bradley needs our help. It's an emergency.
I'm trying to figure out who Bradley is. Huh? Bradley? We just met him a couple of days ago.
Yes, I know. So how soon can you get there?
Wait, what? You want me to report to work right now?
Yeah.
You're joking, right?
No. Oh, forget it. I'll just come and pick you up right now.
Oh, man.
Don't oh man me, Kazuki. Get dressed. I'll see you in a couple minutes.
This is just great. Looks like we'll have another adventurous day today. Ugh. I seriously can't remember who this Bradley is. I'm pretty sure it's somebody important. So what's this emergency all about?
You'll find out soon. Or rather, you'll hear about it.
Huh? Just then I see someone's silhouette outside the office's door.
Hey kids, sorry for all the fuss.
Who are you? Bradley? What are you? Oh, right. Suzumi said you needed our help or something.
I sure do. I've landed myself into a real big mess.
I think Bradley is the guy who was hoping to change not the firefighters, but the software engineer's alarm system or something. Okay, what's the problem?
Well, remember the day we bumped into each other?
Yeah, you said you were working on some simple case at the time.
Yeah, things got a little complicated from there.
Okay, go on. Okay, so that software engineer thing just goes out the
It was a
window.
simple case. The woman was being harassed by her husband, and all I had to do was find some concrete evidence to incriminate him of his vile actions against her. That's all I had to do.
But, okay, sounds simple enough.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. But then things started to get a little difficult. The guy became, really aggressive.
What do you mean?
The couple is in the middle of a divorce, so they're currently living apart from each other. Apparently, her husband's been having affairs behind her back and committing other inhumane acts against her.
Ouch.
Anyway, he even started stalking her. Needless to say, things got really unpleasant from there.
Okay, continue.
Well, I received a call from the wife this morning, around 5 a.m. She told me that he broke into her house in a drunken state and...
Wait, why did she call you instead of the police?
Yeah, you see, I live really close to her, so I guess that's why she called me instead of the police. Anyhow, I told her to stay calm and refrain from arguing with her husband. I told her to lock herself in a room and call the police.
Okay, and?
She hung up. Then I quickly got in my car and drove to her place.
He pauses to glimpse at me before continuing.
When I got there, I saw the front door was open, so I went ahead and entered the house. I expected to find her or her husband inside, but there was no one there. The house was empty.
Could one of the two represent Piety? What?
Yeah. I called her name, but no one answered. So I decided to check the rooms upstairs. I figured she would be in one of the rooms because I specifically told her to stay in the room, but she wasn't.
That's not good.
So I decided to go back downstairs and give her a call. Just as I was getting my phone out, I heard a noise in the kitchen. I knew something was not right then, so I went in to have a look and...
Oh.
When I flipped on the light switch, I saw blood all over the floor and on the kitchen counter. So I approached the counter and found her body on the ground, covered in her own blood.
Murder. So you are asking us to catch a culprit for you. It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, it shouldn't. But, it's not that simple, actually. There's something else.
Huh?
Like I mentioned before, I got myself into a real big mess.
I stare here and waited for him to explain.
I heard someone approach me from behind, and I thought it was the perpetrator trying to ambush me. So I instinctively grabbed hold of a kitchen knife from the counter.
And?
Yeah, I know. It was too late. I only realized afterwards that it wasn't the perpetrator.
It was the police, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 police officers, to be more precise.
Oh man. I put my hand to my forehead.
Tell me about it, kiddo. But hey, it was 5 in the morning, and after seeing her body on the ground like that, I wasn't thinking straight. And I was scared.
Yeah, I understand. So how did you manage to...
Get out of there?
Yeah. You're now their top suspect on the case. And they probably got loads of evidence against you right now. A murder weapon, your fingerprints, and there's even proof that she called you just before she was murdered. It's enough to incriminate you.
Yeah, I know. I'm totally screwed, okay? You don't need to remind me. The police officer told me to drop the knife and get on my knees. I did as he said, of course. But I just couldn't stay there. I told the officer that I didn't do it.
There's no way they would just let him go like that.
I know what you're thinking. Anyway, the officer tried to handcuff me, but I didn't let him. I disarmed him and...
You did what?
Those guys were amateurs, kid, and I couldn't help myself.
Ugh.
I told his partner to drop his gun and handcuff himself to the stairway. Then I handcuffed the other officer to the stairs. I just left his gun and keys on the floor.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't take his gun with you.
Yeah, I ran out of there. I didn't know what else to do, and the more I thought about it, how am I going to clear my name now?
He grabs on his head, He grabs onto his head in frustration, damn it. So that's why he called Suzumi and asked for her help. Alright, well let's focus on finding the real perpetrator for now. She was stabbed to death, I presume. So we'll need to locate that knife as well. I'm sure some of the victim's blood is on the guy too. In any case, we'll need to find him fast.
About that, I just spoke to Michiko.
What? Is General Koya working this case too?
No. Commander Toyama is.
What? Why is Commander Toyama on the case?
Because it's not related to the Phantom. Plus, the commander wants to show that the police are really serious about this case. And
Yep.
won't allow such things to happen.
Indeed.
Besides, you know that everyone is talking about the Phantom.
Yup. Yeah, they'll need to show that they're still working.
Yes, exactly. That's why they need to take care of this quickly and efficiently.
Right, I get it. You just have to grab the knife. I've thrown up Bradley.
No, I made some mistakes, kid. It happens.
Anyway,
Okay, sorry. Please continue.
like I said, I spoke to Michiko earlier. And needless to say, things don't look so good. Plus, another problem has arisen.
I knew it.
What's the other problem?
Teo arrived on the scene soon after Branley ran away from it.
Who's Joteo? Okay. What are you saying, Matt?
Yeah.
He crossed his arms and apologetically meets my gaze.
Ming's husband. He entered the house after
I left. But how about...
All I know is that he showed up after Bradley took off. He immediately ran over to his dead wife's side and insisted to know what happened.
That is just great.
told you, it's complicated.
Did you search the whole house?
Kind of. It's likely that he was hiding somewhere nearby. I don't know where.
Great. There's already enough evidence to induct you of a crime. And now the murderer, Joteo, has a solid alibi because he just showed up on the scene. And if you say that you want to... Okay. He went to his dead wife so he could also explain how her blood got onto his shirt.
Yes, the police were surprised when he got there, but he told them that he was her husband.
Ex-husband. They were in the middle of divorce.
You're not helping Bradley.
He said that he was having a drink with a friend nearby and wanted to come by and apologize to Ming for all the wrongs he's committed and all that nonsense.
Yep.
And just when he got there, he noticed that the door was unlocked and sensed something was wrong.
And so he entered the house. And just then the police saw Joe for the first time. I looked at Bradley. He scratched his cheek.
Yep.
So to sum it up, the police currently have sufficient evidence to charge Bradley with Ming's murder, as the husband, Joe Tar, has a solid alibi that he just came there after Bradley and the police.
Yeah, it looked like he just came there, and we can't really prove that he was there before me.
This is bad. Really bad.
The only thing the police don't have is...
The real murder weapon, the knife.
Yeah. We need to prove that the knife I had in my hands wasn't the knife that was used to kill her. But, seeing how things have turned out so far, it'll be impossible to do that now.
Yeah, you were seen, standing over her body with a knife in your hand. They probably summarized that you wiped off her blood or something before the police arrived.
Exactly. How can we prove that he didn't kill her?
There was no other knife at the crime scene?
I didn't see any nearby.
Perhaps the police found another knife?
No, they one Bradley had. It's also been secured as evidence.
Damn. Jotaro probably had this knife with him, or hid it somewhere.
Well, even if we find it, we wouldn't be able to explain how it got there.
Yep. That's true. Alright, let's go search Main's house. It's possible the police may have missed something.
Okay, let's do it.
I don't think it's a good idea for you to go there.
What? Oh, come on, kid. You gotta take me with you. I can help.
You need all the help you can get, Kazuki. Besides, I doubt the police are still there.
Fine. I grab the car keys. Let's go.
Kaoru's coming with you, by the way.
What? Why? Kaoru's supposed to be looking up an information on Suzuno right now, and figuring out how it's linked to the Phantom. She shouldn't be wasting her time with this. Bradley gives me a confused look. It's a long story.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh, no need to worry about that. Aki and I will deal with it. In fact, Kaoru's already sent me some information about Susanoo to me.
Really?
Really?
Man, she's like our own private information center or something.
I've already informed her that you'll be picking her up.
Wow, I see you've already got everything planned. Okay, let's go, Bradley.
I'm right behind you.
We picked Kaoru up at her house, and then we went over to Min's apartment.
Okay, I think I get the gist of it. Anyway, where is Jotaro now?
I don't know, to be honest. I'll look at Bradley.
I'm not sure. I think he's at the police station.
I wonder. We exit the car and survey the neighborhood. Good, the police are not here. Just some neighbors chatting in their fenced yard.
Hello there.
What the heck? Did you really have to go and greet them? Thankfully, they didn't look really interested in him. You only give him a set of unwelcoming glares. What a nice neighborhood this is.
Jeez, they seem nice.
You're supposed to lay low, Bradley, not draw attention to yourself.
Oh, come on. 3 strangers breaking into someone's house right now. That's enough to call for suspicion alone, don't you think?
We have an alibi because we work for the detective Igrasil Studio. You, on the other hand, do not. He said as we all went forward through the yard and under the police tape that was telling everyone to keep out. We're not breaking. I pull on the handle. Creep is locked. I give Bradley a look of disbelief.
Is there no other way to open it?
Doesn't seem like it. It's not a simple lock either.
Alright, so what now?
I don't know. Damn, maybe there's some other way around?
Can I borrow your hairpin for a second, Kaoru?
Yeah, sure.
She takes off one of her pins and hands it to Bradley. I eye him suspiciously. You know how to open it?
I think so.
He takes off his belt buckle and eyes my shoes.
I need your shoelace, Kazuki.
What? My shoelace? Can't you just use your own?
Mine won't work.
Just give him your shoelace, Kazuki.
Ugh. I crouch down and remove a shoelace from one of my shoes. Here. I look at Bradley and see that he's already working on the lock. Great.
We're in.
That's great. I thought you needed my shoelace.
Oh, not really. I was just playing with you.
Wow, he smirks. Really? You can still play jokes at a time like this?
Was pretty funny.
Yeah, they both grin at me. Whatever, let's get this over with. I step into the house and look around. A room is located on the left, and to the right is a corridor that leads to some other room. Whatever there may be, there's a stairway in front of us, which obviously leads to the second floor. You said the door was open back then, right?
Yep.
Did you head to the second floor straight away?
Yeah. Well, actually, I took a peek at the room on the left and didn't see anyone there, so I just went upstairs.
Alright.
And you came back downstairs to call her, right?
Yeah, that's when I heard a sound in the kitchen.
He heads into the kitchen with Kaoru while I stay in the hallway. Interesting.
I slowly walked in and heard her phone. It was ringing. I turned on the lights.
And saw her body on the ground, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Actually, only saw her hand in blood. She was behind the kitchen counter. And you ran over to check her?
Yes.
He heads over to the spot behind the counter and holds a pool of dried blood on the floor. Ugh. So you didn't hear that the police entered the house? They must have said something.
I don't know. I was so shocked and everything happened so fast. I only heard as someone walked into the kitchen, so I immediately grabbed the knife that was placed right there on the counter.
I turn around and stare at the kitchen's entryway. So then the 2 cops showed up here?
No, just one of them. He immediately started shouting to drop the knife and get on my knees. After that, his partner came, but he stayed a little behind to cover him.
And then you dropped the knife and got on your knees.
That's why he attempted to handcuff you, correct?
Yeah, so I grabbed his hand and shoulder butted him. He was so shocked that for a moment he was in a daze, and his partner was unable to shoot, so then I twisted his hand to make him drop his gun.
Right, and then you told the second cop to drop his gun to the ground and to handcuff himself to the stairs in the hallway. After that, he handcuffed the other officer to the stairs before running away.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Okay, just where the heck was Joe Tao at the time?
I'm sure you didn't see anyone, even as you were running out.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not 100% sure if there was anyone else out there. It all happened so fast.
It was at night, right? So it's possible that Joe Tao was hiding behind a bush or something.
Well, he did show up at the house after Bradley left, so it's very possible.
He must have been really close.
Yeah, I cross my arms and get deep in
I
thought.
have a theory.
Okay, what is it?
I think Joe was in the house the whole time.
You mean he was hiding in here?
Yes, think about it.
Hmm.
The place was empty when you came in, right? You didn't see anyone.
Which means Mean was murdered before you got here.
Yes. I'm pretty sure Joe was still in the middle of fabricating a story when you showed up. He probably had no clue what to do at first.
Yeah, but then saw Bradley and then he thought up of the perfect fabricated story.
Well, he told the police that he was out drinking with a friend before he decided to come over and apologize to his ex-wife.
Yeah, on the same day. How ironic.
However, Ming told me over the phone that he was drunk and arguing with her, so his alibi doesn't add up.
I think they got into a heated argument, as somehow along the way, Joe lost his temper, pulled out a knife and stabbed her in rage.
I agree. So let's put ourselves in Joe's shoes for a second here. Imagine that you're standing here in a kitchen with a knife in your hand, as you just murdered your wife.
He must have been terrified.
Definitely.
Then suddenly, you hear someone else enter the house.
Carlo looks at Bradley. He hears you calling for Mean and checking into the first room on the left,
So he decided to hide here, somewhere, for a bit before heading outside.
Yes. And that's when you headed upstairs.
Okay. I guess that would make sense. What about the knife? Where do you think he would have hidden it?
What would you guys do?
Well, if I were him and I had my wife's blood on it, I definitely wouldn't leave it behind.
Carlo smiles. I'd take it with me.
Where would you hide it?
It can't be anywhere near here. That'd be too risky.
Yeah. In that case, I guess I would keep it with me.
Yeah, that seems like the only solution at this point. But what about the police? They arrived here shortly afterwards, and they didn't notice any guy with blood on his hands standing outside.
Mm-hmm.
How did they miss him anyway?
Is he still in the house? There's a reason for that, actually.
What kind of reason would they have for not seeing him?
Well, you came in and went directly upstairs, didn't you?
Yeah, so?
Joe probably didn't even see you. He had no idea who was in the house.
Oh, good point, Kazuki. So when he runs out and sees a police vehicle approaching the house, he panicked.
Yeah, and was too scared to go anywhere else, so...
So he just hid somewhere else, somewhere out there. That's the only option he could take. I mean, it would be illogical for him to run around with a bloody knife in hands, right?
Right. And around the time that I was in the kitchen, the police just walked inside the house.
Yes. He must have been around here watching the scene. He saw the cops go in and saw you run out a few minutes later.
Yep.
And then he entered the house, pretending he just got there.
Yikes. As if he just came home from a lovely night out. Yeah, exactly. And lastly, he ran toward his dead wife's body.
So it would explain why he has her blood on his hands.
Precisely. And since he just showed up at the scene, he wouldn't appear as a suspect and the police would feel no need to search or question him.
So it's possible that the knife is still with him.
Yeah, although he is at the police station right now, so...
Most likely, he doesn't have it with him and hid it somewhere.
It has to be somewhere within the vicinity of the city.
Yeah. So basically, we need to find out what he did with the knife.
I wouldn't call that basically, but it would be a nice start.
Yeah, I know.
We need to find out where he was after the incident and before he visited the police station.
Yes, but there's another problem to this theory.
Huh?
I didn't want to bring this one up.
But...
What is it?
What if there's no knife?
What do you mean? There has to be a knife.
Carlo's got a
What
point.
do you mean she's got a point? How is it possible that there's no murder weapon? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, did you actually see what caused the demise of Ming? You said there was a knife on the counter. Maybe that's the murder weapon?
No way. The knife was clean.
Maybe he washed it? Anyway, he was her husband, right? It wouldn't be strange to find his fingerprints on the knife. Or anywhere in the house, for that matter.
Very true. We exchanged somber looks with each other.
So,
He collapsed into a nearby
you
chair.
guys trying to tell me that I'm screwed?
As much as I didn't want to admit, he's right. It's exactly what we're trying to say. Initially, we thought there would be another knife, but now we're not so sure.
It's just a speculation, Bradley. We're just...
Considering all the possibilities, yeah, I know.
He smiles weakly at us. Yeah, oh man, this is such a mess. Carlo and I sit down next to Bradley, and together we start racking our brains as hard as we could for ways to get out of this predicament. I have no idea how long we actually spent drilling our minds for an answer, but I'm glad we took the time to, for Bradley actually thought of something.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
What is it?
Bradley stands up and walks over to the kitchen
There's
counter.
2 knives missing.
What are you talking about?
Look here, at the wooden knives rack.
I'm looking. What about it?
Holds up to 5 steel crisp knives.
There's only 3 of them. English, please?
He's right. I have the same set at home.
I continue to stare at them in confusion.
It's a kitchen knives rack, which was made to hold 5 Steel Chris knives. Steel Chris is the brand of knives.
Yep. Oh, then that means...
We're still in the game, kiddo. There is still 1 knife missing, like the one which is being kept by the police as evidence.
Okay, so I guess we should start searching for that missing knife then, huh?
He might have hid it in the house somewhere.
Right. Okay then, let's start looking.
Wait, guys.
Yeah? Wait for what? There's no time to waste, Carlo. We need to hurry.
I know that. I just want to remind you guys to not leave your fingerprints behind.
Exactly.
Oh, right. Yeah, we'll be careful not to.
That's why I wear gloves. Yeah, we've got it all taken care of.
Here, use these.
Carlo pulls out some latex gloves out of her pocket and hands us each a pair.
Dang, Kaoru. You've got everything prepared, haven't you?
Yep. Well, I didn't even want to know what else you got stored away in that tiny pocket of yours.
Aha. While you guys do that, I'll be giving Commander Toyama a call. I have some questions to ask him.
Go right ahead. And so Bradley and I have begun our search for the missing knife. I hope we can find it because it's the only way we can get Bradley out of this mess. I really don't see another solution to this. We don't see the knife anywhere. Looks like the knife isn't here.
You think he took it home with him?
I don't know. That seems unlikely. He was with the police the whole time. Hey, Carlo.
Yes?
I don't think the knife is here. Any ideas to where it might be?
He might have hidden it in his apartment.
His apartment? You mean Joe's apartment?
Yes. Speaking of which, Commander Toyama was surprised to hear that we're investigating this case. He even asked if we've seen you today, Bradley.
Huh? Why?
Why do you think? You're the prime suspect right now.
Ah, dang. I don't think I'll be famous after this.
Yeah, in the wrong way. Yeah, the only question is from which side.
One way or another, right?
He scratched his head.
Anyway, back to Joe. Commander Toyama said he's been with the police this whole time. Ever since he showed up at Ming's house.
Then, does he still have the knife with him? No, I don't think he would. But,
one of the police officers did take him back to his apartment for a short while.
There's no doubt about it. The knife is at his apartment. We should head over there right now.
Yeah. He requested to be brought home so that he could change his clothes. He probably used that chance to hide the knife.
Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then? Let's go.
Is it?
But, I waited for her to continue. What's the problem now?
If we head over there right now, there's no way they'll let us in.
Why not?
We don't have a search warrant, so we don't have the authority to enter and search his place. Plus, Commander Toyama requested that we report our findings to him.
We can't report anything to the Commander T? At least not right now. We have no choice but to go to Joe's apartment. We have to clear Bradley's name, Carlo. Else Bradley will be charged with murder.
Well aware of that, Kazuki. We don't have the authority to do that.
Even if we succeed in finding the knife and clearing Bradley of the murder charges, we can still face serious consequences for our actions. She stares at us sullenly.
Imagine if we don't find anything.
Yeah, we'll be in a hell of a trouble for sure.
Exactly.
Well, we'll just leave it to Suzumi to deal with the aftermath. No good. Let's go.
I knew you were going to say that.
What if we find the knife?
Well, we want to find the knife, that's why we're going there.
Let me rephrase it. Suppose we do find the knife. What happens then?
I don't know. We figure something out.
Oh, improvisation. I like that.
There's no improvisation with no plan.
Does anyone know where Joe Tayo lives?
I know.
Then we're all set. Off to Joe's apartment.
All right.
Yikes.
I'll need...
If you ask for my shoelace again, I'll kick your butt.
Jeez. You have so much hate, Kazuki. You really need to channel that out.
Just focus on what you're doing. We get into Joe's apartment a couple of minutes later. Oh wait, let's get this over with. We'll slip on some latex gloves and get on with the search. After nearly an hour has passed, we come to resize the grim reality of our situation. Luck is definitely not on our side today. There's nothing in his room.
It's clean here too.
Same here.
What about the bathroom?
Only his bloody clothes are in. Nothing else.
I cross my arms. Okay, any suggestions? I stare at them.
I think Bradley will need a really good lawyer.
Wow!
Hey, that ain't funny.
I wasn't joking.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I'm sorry, buddy. We tried. Carl and I start heading for the door at a glacial pace.
Hey, guys! Don't just leave me here like this.
The three of us heads back to the car to think on our next move. Where is this damn knife? Don't tell me he just threw it away somewhere. But that is not possible. He was with the police the whole time. So it would be impossible to do anything with that knife during that time. And the only other place he has been so far is Mean's house and his apartment. So it has to be here.
Maybe we missed something.
She looks at me as if she knew I could read her thoughts. Yeah, but what?
Oh my god. The trash.
I already checked it.
No, I mean the dumpster.
You mean the dumpster outside?
You mean city dumpster outside?
Yes, it has to be there. Think about it. Some random guy is inside the house, and you were standing in the front of it with a knife and blood on your hands. And then you see an approaching police vehicle. The last thing you want is for them to see you with a knife, so the first thing that comes to your mind is...
Get rid of a murder weapon. Jeez. Why didn't we think of that earlier? I start the car and head straight for Mean's house. We scramble out the car in a frenzy and run to the dumpster.
Don't touch it. You might erase the evidence.
Oh, right.
Exactly. I said we let it cover closely. Look here.
What is it?
Bingo.
Oh, bloody fingerprint.
Yeah, I'm positive it belongs to Joe Taiyo. Kaoru puts on some gloves and opens the lid.
This is not good.
What's wrong?
It's empty.
You're kidding me. So it must have been round here this morning. I take a look inside. She's right, it's empty. Don't tell me they've already collected the trash.
Looks that way.
Damn it.
Well, at least we have his bloody fingerprint.
And we know what he tried to do afterwards.
True. So let's see. He ran out with a knife, frightened over the fact that someone else is in the house and will probably discover Mean's body. He looks around and realizes that the police are coming.
Can't just run away.
Yeah, so his only option would be to hide. And judging from the surroundings here, he had three options. Hide behind a tree, the fence, or this dumpster.
So he decided to hide behind it, waiting to see how the scenario played out before planning his next move.
Yes, and that's when he saw you run out of the house.
Exactly. That gave him the perfect opportunity to pretend that he just showed up there and gave himself a solid alibi.
Yeah, but of course he couldn't go in there with the knife.
Yes, and that is when he decided to throw the knife into the dumpster before heading inside.
And I'm sure the police officers didn't see the bloodstains on his shirt because he was standing in the dark hallway at first.
Yeah, and we all know what happened next. He ran over to his wife's body, blah blah blah. Well, ex-wife anyway.
Dead ex-wife to be more precise.
Yes.
Yeah.
The problem now is that we're lacking the murder weapon. Without it, we won't be able to prove anything.
Yeah, and the police is not gonna believe us on empty words alone. We need evidence.
Obviously, but what if... Maybe not. We might not need evidence.
Huh? What do you mean, kiddo?
Well, you're not going to like this, but...
Yikes, I'm getting a bad feeling about it already.
Hehe. I smiled. Just trust me on this one.
Okay, not that I have much of a choice here.
I knew you would. I gave him a devilish grin.
Yeah, I have a really bad feeling about this.
Alright, just wait for my call. Got it?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I hope this works. I exit the car and head into the police station. Hey Jasper, do you know where Commander Toyama is right now? I think he's in the interrogation room. Okay, thanks. But I think he's busy right now, so you might want to wait. I ignore Jasper and head to the interrogation room. Is Jasper always on duty? Or is it just my luck that he's on duty whenever I come here? As I get close to the interrogation room, I see Commander Toyama talking to another officer. Commander!
Oh, Kazuki. Do you need something? If you're looking for General Koya, he...
No, I wish to speak to you.
Oh, but I'm busy with...
This will only take a minute.
Okay then, I'm listening.
Did you speak to the two officers who arrived first at Mean's murder case?
Yes, of course I did.
Perfect, because there are a few things I would like to confirm with you if you don't mind.
All right.
One of the police officers saw Bradley standing over Mean's body with a knife in his hand, correct?
Yes.
And the other officer, did he see anything?
I don't think he did. He didn't enter the kitchen until he heard that his partner was in trouble.
He didn't notice the blood or body then?
He couldn't have seen it from where he was standing. Otherwise, he would have reacted to the situation quicker than he did.
Was Joe Taiyo with the police the whole time?
Yes, they requested that he stayed with them.
But he was allowed to visit his apartment sometime later?
Yes. He asked one of the officers if he could stop by his apartment for a bit.
Perfect, this is all I need to know.
Is there any reason why you're asking about this?
I just wanted to make sure that Joe Taiyo was kept under surveillance the whole time he was in police custody.
Of course.
I take it that Joe Taiyo knows nothing about how the investigation is
We
going.
can't share such information with him. You know that, Kazuki.
That's great. We might be able to fix the problem after all. I see. Well, thank you for your help, Commander Toyama.
I don't understand what's going on here, but you're welcome, lad.
Do you mind if I ask Joe Taiyo some questions?
Well,
It's just a couple of simple questions, nothing more.
all right, but I'll go with you.
Certainly, I expect you would. Hello, Mr. Taiyo. I'm Kazuki Koyama, and I'm a detective from Igrasil. I'm helping the police find the man responsible for killing your wife.
Oh, I see. Hello, Mr. Koyama.
I know you've already spoken to the police, but I would just like to take a few minutes to ask you some questions. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sure. If this will catch the perpetrator, I'll answer any questions you have.
I'm sure it will. Now let's start with your wife, Min. I'll start asking him the basics. Why they don't live together, what was he doing there so late, etc. He remained calm throughout the questioning, pausing every now and then to really deliberate on the questions before answering them.
We all make stupid mistakes every now and then.
Heh, yeah, that's true. Though obviously I can't say I understand your situation completely. I'm not married, you know. But yes, everyone knows marriages can be tough sometimes.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Oh, by the way, the police checked out your alibi. Your friend confirmed that you two were together that evening, so you're clear.
Yeah, of course. I arrived at the scene later that night, just as the records show you.
Okay, time to ask him the big question. Alright, I think that's all. Oh wait, one more thing. Did you touch the dumpster outside of the house?
What?
His eyes widened in shock. The dumpster, did you touch it or not?
Of course I touched it. I used to live there. What kind of question is that?
Oh, sorry, let me phrase that. Did you touch your wife's dumpster that night?
I don't know. I don't remember. What does this have to do with anything anyway?
His voice suddenly rises.
Yes, I would also like to know how this is related to the case, Kazuki.
Yes, well, I raise from my chair and head over to Commander Toyama. I lower my head and whisper my next words to him. I'm sorry, Commander, but I can't tell you the full details right now. Just trust me here.
All right.
I take out my phone and dial Carlo's number. Okay, Carlo, bring him in. Joe stares at me in puzzlement. The door opens a couple of minutes later and Bradley enters into the room.
You...
What the?
Trust me, Commander. I stare sternly back at Commander Toyama as I await his approval. He gives me a nod in return. Bradley plants himself into the seat across from Joe.
Hey,
He stares at Joe directly in the eyes. Joe doesn't utter a
you
response.
know who I am, don't you, buddy?
So far, so good. Mr. Taiyo, this is the man responsible, or should say, suspected, of murdering your wife. Joe stares at Bradley then. It's clear that he's befooled by the current situation.
I told you I didn't do it, detective.
Bradley turns to look at me, all the while feigning that he doesn't know me.
You know what I think? I think that this guy here, yeah, he murdered his wife. He's trying to put the blame on me.
What? You liar! Shut up, you murderer!
Huh?
I remember you. I saw you that night.
So the game starts. I smile to myself.
When I arrived at Ming's house that night, I heard some voices in the house. The door was left open, and you ran out of the place moments later.
What? What are you talking about, man? You weren't even there. I would have saw you.
I was hiding behind the dumpster. Yes, that's right. Yes, I remember now.
He looks at me. Heh, that was easy.
Don't believe him, Detective. He's spewing lies again. How do you know that he's telling the truth?
Bradley turns to look at us with the best ingredients look he could muster. I'm not sure what to believe, to be honest. I mean, even the police aren't certain to the full details. Only one thing is certain for now. Jotaro indeed did enter that house later that night.
Yes, yes, I did.
I gave Kaoru another call. Bring it in, please.
Guess that means it's going well, huh? I'll be there in a few minutes.
Alright. Tell me, Mr. Tio, did you know how your wife was murdered? She was stabbed to death? Joe couldn't utter a reply. He just stares at me in bewilderment. A couple of minutes later, Kaoru enters the room with a bag in her hand. Now, Mr. Tio, I take the bag from Kaoru. I want you to be honest with us. Do you know what this is? I showed him the bag.
I told you that it's my knife, man.
Wow. Okay. Shut up. Joe looks at me hard, trying his best to figure out what is going on. Mr. T.O., this knife was found with the suspect. We don't know where it came from, though. As you can see, there are no bloodstains on it. The police believe that the suspect may have washed it after stabbing your wife, and that he ran away with it. I pause and let him dwell on the thought for a bit.
That knife belongs to my wife.
He mumbled. What?
I think that's one of my wife's knives.
You think? This guy doesn't even know what he's talking about.
I told you to be quiet. Are you sure this knife belongs to your wife, Mr. T.O.? Tio.
Do you think that he used it to kill her?
I'm going to ask you one last time. Does this knife belong to your wife? Yes.
Bullshit. How are you sure that the knife belongs to your wife, buddy?
In my wife's kitchen, there's a knives rack made specifically to hold Steel Chris knives. Steel Chris is the brand of the knives. You can find the brand name at its handle.
I pretend to verify this. Joe's right. It is a Steel Crest knife.
I told you.
Just one more question, Mr. Tio. He focused on me. I point directly at Bradley. Was he holding the knife that night when he came out of the house? He looked at me shocked for a brief second.
Yes, he was. That's when I figured something was really wrong and decided to enter straight away.
Huh, gotcha.
What? I didn't have a knife. What are you babbling about, man?
Shut up, you murderer! I saw you! I saw everything!
You are sure about this?
Yes! I'm 100% sure!
Then there's no doubt about it. He's our perpetrator. Alright, we got him.
Yes. Thank you so much for capturing him, Detective.
Oh, rats. I'm a goner.
Seriously? I gave Bradley a weary look.
That's right, you bastard!
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Tio.
Yes?
I heard that you stayed there with the police the whole time, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And you went back home to change some time in between?
Yes.
Why did you need to change your clothes?
Well, it's like I told the police. After I went inside, I saw that the police officers were cuffed to the stairway. And then I noticed that there was blood on the kitchen floor, so I went over to have a look. And there she was, lying on the ground.
He looks like he's going to cry in a minute. Is it just an act, or is he genuinely heartbroken about her death? Yes, I'm really sorry for your loss. Well, this is all I need, Commander. I'm about to thank Commander Toyama.
I see. Well done, guys.
He calls for backup via his walkie-talkie.
Well, the credit goes to this kiddo here. He's the one who came up with the idea.
Huh?
Joe stares at Bradley and me in confusion. A second later, two police officers enter the room.
Please, place Mr. Teo under arrest for the murder of his wife.
What? But I didn't do it! He's the murderer, not me! Arrest him!
Joe continues to point at Bradley in frustration, as if by doing so, his point would finally get through to us. Yeah, you said that many times already, pal. Joe glares at Bradley as the two police officers escort him out of the room.
Well now, where's the other knife?
He threw it into the dumpster. His bloody fingerprint is on the dumpster's lid.
I see. Why didn't you guys just bring the knife back? It would make the process much easier.
It was empty by the time we got there. Yeah, we would if we could.
What do you mean?
The garbage truck already took the day's trash. We didn't discover it in time.
Oh. I must say, that question regarding the dumpster sure was a tricky one.
Yeah, good thing Joe Tyo took the bait.
Yes, I'm really impressed, boys. You put up quite an act there, making Bradley appear as if he's the murder suspect, and letting Joe admit to everything himself.
Yeah.
He took himself down.
He sure did. It was the only shot we had, and thankfully it worked.
I hated doing it, though.
He throws a fugitive glance at me. Still, you played your role really
Just
well.
how the hell did you get yourself into this huge mess anyway, Bradley?
Well, if you must know.
We left the interrogation room and met with Carlo as Bradley gives Commander Toyama the full details.
You really made a big mess of things, Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't even want to think about it anymore.
The next time you're thinking of doing something idiotic, just remind yourself of this incident. That'll prevent you from messing up in the future.
Yikes.
Hey, that's harsh, Kaoru.
Yeah. All burst into laughter.
So, what happens now?
We'll need to secure the bloody fingerprint on the dumpster and see if it matches Joe's and his wife's blood. We can look for the knife after that's done, I guess. But it'll take us a while to find it.
Yeah, you just gotta track which particular garbage truck left that day for that area and to where it went.
Yeah, I guess it will.
What about Bradley?
What about me?
He looks at her slightly confused. Well, you did hit a police officer on duty.
Oh, come on. You know that's not how it happened.
Carlo crossed her arms and gives Bradley a weary look.
Ms. Moriyama is right. Even in dire circumstances such as this, there is no excuse for your behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a limit to what we find acceptable or can tolerate.
Yeah.
Ah,
He grabs his head in frustration.
Anyway, I'm grateful for your help in clearing up this mess, you two. If it wasn't for you guys, we'd have put the wrong guy in jail.
Yeah.
In all honesty, sir, Bradley was a great help in this case as well.
finally, someone acknowledged my contribution.
Nah, but that doesn't excuse the fact that this whole charade started because of you.
Yes, sure, kiddo. You did a great job, too. Just kidding. But seriously, thank you for helping me, guys.
Bradley grins happily at us.
No need to thank us, Bradley. We're your friends. Besides, it's our job.
Yeah. I'll tell you, no, this has been a long day.
It's not over yet. We still need to report back to HQ.
Do we have to? I mean, I need to sleep right now.
You guys are truly exceptional detectives. You two have a bright future ahead of you. I wish you the best in all your future endeavors.
No, thank you, Commander. Dumbstruck, Carl and I could only exchange looks with each other. No one has ever said that to us before.
Anyhow, I should get going. I have a press conference to attend to.
Yikes.
There are a bunch of reporters out there ready to lynch us for not capturing the Phantom and stopping his heinous crimes. If only they understood. Serial killers like the Phantom are on a whole different level. Catching them takes a lot more work than the usual suspects.
That's so true. We understand, Commander. Good luck on the conference.
Well, they will always complain. They'd rather focus on the negative stuff than the good. That's how people are.